Imagine waking up one morning to find the head of the U.S. government's Labor Data Office abruptly removed over the numbers she reported. That's what just happened. A routine jobs report triggered a storm. July showed only about 73,000 new jobs, far below expectations. Then, revision shock. May and June were downgraded by 258,000 jobs. That's an unusually steep revision, and it pushed President Trump to fire Commissioner Erika McEntarfer, accusing her of political manipulation. Yet no evidence backs those accusations. Today, we go deep what this means for labor reporting, economic trust, and how Trump is reshaping institutional norms from within. The spark. What happened? June and May revisions cut 258,000 jobs. July only added till the 73,000 jobs, not the 106,000 expected. Trump posted on Truth Social ordering her dismissal as a Biden political appointee needing replacement immediately. Labor Secretary Lori Chavez de Rima confirmed Deputy William Wietrowski as acting director during replacement search. 2. A larger story. Labor data institutions under pressure. BLS revisions are normal. Monthly jobs data gets updated with late survey responses, tax records. But this month's revision was unusually large, raising eyebrows. Independent experts. Former BLS chiefs and economists warn that politicizing statistics undermines credibility critical to markets and policy. William Beach, former Trump-appointed commissioner, called the firing groundless and a dangerous precedent. 3. Politics, economics, and trust. Trump has long critiqued jobs data when unfavorable, dating back to 2016, calling past reports phony during rallies. Critics say this firing is part of a pattern, attacks on data, pressure on the Federal Reserve, especially Jerome Powell, and aggressive tariff policies that cloud economic signals. Markets reacted sharply. S&P 500 dropped till to 1.6% amid tariff shock and data uncertainty. 4. Why it matters. Accuracy versus spin. Commissioners don't set economic numbers. They report survey results. Firing statisticians blindsides a data mechanism. Experts warn this undermines trust in all federal economic data sources. BLS also publishes inflation, wage, and productivity data, not just jobs. Institutional independence. Experts from across the political spectrum responded. Senators across party lines, economists, former BLS personnel emphasize that neutral data infrastructure is essential for public confidence and policymaking. Economic messaging and public confidence. If Americans doubt employment figures or inflation stats, consumer behavior and investment decisions shift. Some economists note that such distrust can slow growth by altering expectations and decision-making. What comes next? McEntarfer will be replaced, searching for a more competent and qualified successor for Trump's claims. Federal Reserve rumors swirl. Resignation of Governor Adriana Kugler may allow Trump to reshape Fed sooner than expected. Trade policy remains volatile. New sweeping tariffs on dozens of nations set to take effect August 7th are adding pressure to an already fragile labor market. And if you're finding this breakdown helpful, go ahead and hit that like button. Drop your thought below in the comments. And don't forget to share this video with friends who want to understand what's shaping U.S. labor data today. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. More analysis ahead. 6. Cross-aisle perspective. Left-leaning view. Critics warn firing a nonpartisan statistician over normal revisions is authoritarian and erodes checks and balances. Right-leaning view. Some Republicans call for a non-political replacement but support the idea that job numbers must be accurate and unbiased. 7. Contextual economic data. Jobs added July. 73,000 new jobs, far below forecast 106K. Unemployment rate rose to 4.2%. Downward revisions. Combined 258,000 fewer jobs in May and June than earlier reported, the largest normal revision outside COVID period. 8. Broader implications. Data integrity under strain. If public agencies lose autonomy, statistical clarity suffers. Asterisk policy risk. Lawmakers and the Fed depend on trusted data to set interest rates, adjust fiscal policy, and manage inflation. Asterisk market volatility. The firing triggered investor anxiety. Tariffs plus weak jobs data equals uncertainty. 9. Summary out takeaways. 1. Trump's dismissal of McEntarfer over a revised jobs report marks an institutional turning point, symbolizing direct political pressure on economic data. 2. Experts warn the move endangers BLS credibility and broader statistical independence. 3. American workers, businesses, and policymakers all depend on unbiased numbers. 4. As tariffs tighten and Fed leadership shifts, data uncertainty may worsen. 5. Understanding the story behind a statistic is essential for anyone invested in U.S. economic direction, whether capitalist, progressive, or moderate. X closing thought. This isn't just a firing. It's a signal. And at its core, it's a question of whether America's economic institutions remain neutral, even when the news isn't favorable. Watch closely. This story is far from over.